Right now, I want you to pause for a moment and truly think about the people who surround you, your family, your friends, your spouse, your co-workers. Every one of them plays a role in your life. Have you ever wondered if these relationships could be the mirror I am using to show you who you really are? Could it be that every joy, every conflict, every moment of tension or laughter is part of my plan to shape you? What if these moments are opportunities for growth and transformation, meant to bring out the parts of your heart you haven't fully discovered yet? Stay with me, my child, until the end of this message, because what I want to share with you today could transform not only how you see others, but also how you see yourself. Think about the times when your loved ones have challenged you or pushed you beyond your comfort zone. These moments are not accidents, but opportunities for transformation. Don't skip this, because the truth here might be exactly what you need to find true peace and understanding in your relationships. Relationships can be beautiful, yet they can also be incredibly challenging. Sometimes those you love the most seem to hurt you the deepest. The very people you rely on can disappoint you. And there are moments when you feel misunderstood, unseen, or even unloved. It's easy in those moments to think that the relationship is broken, that maybe you're unlovable, or that the other person will never change. But what if these moments of pain are actually opportunities for growth? What if I am using these challenges to mold you, to teach you, and to bring healing to the deepest parts of your heart? Like when your partner says something hurtful, or when a friend doesn't show up when you needed them. These moments are opportunities for me to work in your heart. What if these difficult interactions are meant to show you where you need more grace, more humility, and where forgiveness can bring freedom? Think about how gold is refined. It doesn't start out as something beautiful and valuable. It begins as raw material, mixed with impurities. To become pure and precious, it must go through the fire. A fire that brings the impurities to the surface so they can be removed. Going through these fires might feel painful, but ultimately, they bring out a version of you capable of greater love and grace. My beloved, your relationships are like that fire. They bring out the parts of you that need to be refined, the pride, the impatience, the fears. Through every joy and every challenge, I am helping you grow in love, patience, and grace, transforming you into something even more beautiful. Consider the story of Joseph. His own brothers, driven by jealousy, sold him into slavery. He faced unimaginable pain, betrayal, false accusations, imprisonment. It seemed like everything was against him, but I was with him through it all. And when he faced his brothers again, Joseph chose grace over revenge. He said, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." All the pain, all the betrayal was part of my greater plan for his life. My dear one, just like Joseph, you may be feeling betrayed by someone close to you, but I am using even this moment to bring something beautiful into your life. What if the challenges in your relationships are not meant to harm you, but to reveal my work in you? What if they are my way of teaching you to forgive, to grow in compassion, and to see that I am always with you, even in your hardest moments? When you face conflicts with those you love, it's natural to want to defend yourself, to prove you're right, to make them understand your perspective. But sometimes, my dear child, what I am asking you to do is to let go of your pride. Maybe it's a disagreement over chores or a misunderstanding with a friend. Sometimes I want you to lay down your need to be right so that true love can grow. Remember Jesus, my son. When he was betrayed by those he loved, when he was misunderstood and rejected, he didn't react with anger. He responded with love, grace, and humility. His relationships were a reflection of the depth of his compassion. My beloved, what if your relationships are offering you the same opportunity to love deeply, forgive fully, and surrender completely for the sake of growth? The people in your life are not there by accident. I have placed each one in your path for a reason. Sometimes they are there to bring you joy, to celebrate with you, to hold you up when you feel weak. Other times they are there to challenge you, to test your patience, and to help you grow in ways you never thought possible. It's easy to be kind when everything is smooth, but true growth happens when you choose love, even when it's hard. when you choose patience even when you feel frustrated, and when you choose grace when it feels least deserved. Even when it's hard, those moments are where your true character is formed. Remember Peter, one of Jesus' closest friends. In Jesus' darkest hour, Peter denied even knowing him, not once, but 3 times. Imagine how deeply that must have hurt Jesus to be abandoned by someone he loved. Yet when Jesus rose, he sought Peter out. Peter felt deep regret and shame, just as you might feel after hurting someone you love. But Jesus asked Peter, "Do you love me?" 3 times. Not to shame him, but to restore him, to heal his heart, and to reaffirm their relationship. Through that moment, Peter was transformed, from a man filled with fear and shame to a bold leader who helped build my church. My dear one, what if the struggles in your relationships are not there to break you, but to build you up? What if these very struggles are what I am using to transform your heart and make you more like my son? My child, what if the struggles in your relationships are not meant to break you, but to build you? What if they are the very tools I am using to transform your heart and make you more like my son? If this message is touching something deep within you, if you feel a stirring in your heart, I invite you to stay connected with me. Subscribe to this channel so you can continue to receive my words of love, guidance, and encouragement. Let me walk alongside you in the highs and lows of your relationships. Let me be your comfort and your guide through every challenge you face. Let me show you that even in the hardest moments, I am working in your favor, and I am here with you every step of the way. Relationships are not easy, and they are not meant to be perfect. They are meant to refine you, to teach you, and to draw you closer to me. When you face conflict, ask yourself, what is God trying to teach me here? Maybe it's a lesson in patience. Maybe it's an invitation to learn humility, to forgive, to grow in ways that make you more like my son. Every person in your life is a reflection of my work within you. The challenges you face are the refining fires that bring out the beauty I see in you. They are mirrors, showing you where healing is needed, where forgiveness must take root, and where love must be chosen, time and time again. It could be forgiving a parent who let you down, or being patient with a friend who constantly tests your limits. These moments define your growth. Think of Moses. I called him to lead my people out of Egypt, but he didn't do it alone. He had his brother Aaron, who stood by him, and he had the entire Israelite community. People who complained, doubted, and often resisted his leadership. Through these relationships, Moses learned patience and humility. He learned to lean on me, especially when the burden felt too heavy to bear. When the people doubted, when they turned against him, Moses had to turn to me. He found his strength in my presence, and your relationships are meant to do the same for you. To teach you to turn to me, to seek my wisdom, and to find strength beyond your own. Just like Moses, you may feel overwhelmed by the responsibilities and challenges in your relationships, but know that I am here to provide the strength you need. I know that some of your relationships are painful. I see your hurt, the betrayals, the disappointments. I see the times when you've given your heart and it's been broken. But I want you to know that even in that pain, I am with you. I know how deep the wounds can go, but I am here to heal them one by one. I am holding you, using even the broken pieces to create something beautiful. Just as I used Joseph's betrayal to bring about something greater, I am using every hurt in your life to shape you, to strengthen you, and to help you grow in grace and compassion. Just as I used Joseph's betrayal to bring about something greater, I am using every hurt in your life to shape you, to strengthen you, and to help you grow in grace and compassion. Just as I used Joseph's betrayal to bring about a greater good, I am using the hurts in your life to shape you, to make you stronger, to help you grow in compassion and grace. The people who have hurt you are not beyond my reach, and neither are you. I am working in their hearts just as I am working in yours, and I am calling you to trust me, to trust that I am the one who brings healing, who brings restoration, who brings beauty from the ashes. If you are struggling in your relationships, if the weight of disappointment or betrayal is heavy on your heart, I want you to pause and breathe. Remember, I am here. I see your pain, I know your heart, and I am holding you through it all. You may not see it now, but even this pain is part of my greater plan for you. Comment below with the words, "I trust you, Lord," as a declaration that you are willing to let me work through your relationships, to shape you, to draw you closer to my heart, and to transform your pain into growth. You are not alone. I am with you in every step, using each part of your journey, the joy, the pain, the love, and the my beloved. Relationships are the mirrors through which you can see my hand at work in your life. They reveal your strengths, your weaknesses, your capacity to love, and your need for grace. They are not always easy, but they are always worth it. Through them, I am teaching you to love as I love, to forgive as I forgive, and to grow in ways that you never imagined possible. Trust that I am using every relationship, the good and the challenging, to make you more like my son, to refine you, and to draw you closer to my heart. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow closer to me and to understand my love for you more deeply. And while you're here, please explore the other messages on this channel. Each one is a reminder of my endless love and my desire for you to grow into the person I have destined you to be. If this message has touched you, if you feel that this is what your heart needed, I invite you to share this message with your friends and family. There may be someone else who needs to hear these words today, who needs to be reminded that they are not alone, that I am working through every relationship in their life.